Afternoon baseball is next. Welcome into Texas League Baseball, home of your San Antonio Missions. Well, we're going to take it now with Jonathan Baker, as he is our proud host and our greater guy out here in the booth. Let's give it to him as he comes right in. Thank you, Bob. Well, that was a terrific ball game last night, and I got to say the Missions winning a 6-5 over the Wichita Wind Surge for a Saturday night ball game. Got to say today is the final game of these two ball clubs of the year, and so far this will be the last time we see Wichita until we're on the road taking them on at the porch. Well, at the end of the year, as we have 6 games at Wichita, 6 at Midland, then the season finale here at home with the Springfield Cardinals. Well, gotta say, after this game, San Antonio heads to Amarillo. Wichita will head to Midland in their next 6-game road set. And so far, you could catch the action Tuesday night as we get ready to go. We're going to take it down to the field as we're about ready to go in the 6th of this 6-game series. And so far, we're going to go ahead and get things rolling here this afternoon. It is beautiful, it's hot, and got to say, drink plenty of water as we begin here today. We're back with more right after our proud sponsor of Dr. Pepper. And so far, we are back as we get ready to take on the finale of the 6 against Wichita. Well, Lake Bacher will get the call as a right-hander, 6'3", 215 pounds, and age 27. The right-hander will be called upon to pitch for the Missions here this afternoon. Well, Deshaun Kersey Jr. will lead it off here in the top of the first for Wichita. And here's the first pitch by Lake Bacher. That one is high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 105 here on this hot afternoon. It is 93 degrees here, first pitch. That one down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. San Antonio looking to get 30 in a full year in the 2-0. And that one's going to be line drive up the center, and that's going to get through for a no-out single. And Wichita up in the hit column as they now get on to the hits. And now bring up the shortstop, Will Holland. Holland's coming in, and that's going to be fouled and away in the count now, 0-1. Taco Bell double play. Get you 2 free tacos courtesy of any Missions double play. Whether they get Wichita for 2, that would be awesome. And that's going to be right there. And Merrill will be at the second base bag, and they'll easily have the runner back at first. And the count now 1-1. Right there and inside, taken in for a code strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Lake Bacher. 1-2. And again, he will get it. He'll throw, and not in time as the runner safely steals on a wild pitch. Boy, and that's one thing you don't want to do as a starting pitcher. You don't want to ever give up on a wild pitch. Well, right there, Holland will go down on strikes, as that will continue to have the runner there a second. Aaron Sabato coming as that will be a code strike. And the count now 0-1 by Jeff Andrews here this afternoon, wearing his blue umpiring shirt like all the umpires do during the afternoons. Sky blue for afternoons, dark during the evening games. Here's the 0-2. And right there, Fernandez will step on the bag. And that will be 2 quick outs. Runner will move from second to third. And we're going to take a quick pause. And Bob, these guys need a finale victory here at San Antonio. And what do they need to get? Well, I got to say, they got that runner at third. That's a good thing. They need to drive them home at some point. And if they could do that, that would be pretty good if they can. Andrew Bechtold is coming in. Runner at third, 2 away in the top of the Wichita first. He'll foul that one off. The count now 0-1. It's important that everybody stays hydrated during this ball game, so make sure everybody listening to us, tell family and friends, stay hydrated. Right there, an inside taken for a code strike. It is 0-2. Missions are off tomorrow, but they're on the bus towards Amarillo. And Wichita heads to Midland after this one. And a swing and a miss, and he gets them. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go bottom half of the first inning. It is no score through the top half. Well, Jordan Brink, a right-hander, is height is 6'0", 200 pounds, and age 30. Get the start for Wichita here in Game 6 of the 6-game series. And that will lead off the center fielder, Tim Lopes. Well, it's a beautiful afternoon, and so far, hardly no clouds in the sky. Could see some this evening as cloud cover will intensify this evening. So far with rain in the forecast, there's not a much percentage out there. Line drive up to left field, and that's getting through for a base hit. Well, no out single will start this bottom half of the first inning for the Missions. And that's going to bring up Wander Javier, the shortstop. Runner at first, nobody out. And that's going to be hit to third, right to second for one, and they get them both, as that will be a double play. So 5-4-3 in that one, and that will eliminate chances of a I'll bring up the right fielder, Joshua Mears. The pitch. And right there to first. And that will be a 1-2-3 inning. No runs on a hit, no errors. Nobody left. As we played one here this afternoon, it's no score. As we get ready to get up to the second inning with Anthony Prado to lead off Wichita. Coming up, we're Texas League Baseball on this Sunday afternoon. No score to this point. We're live in 3, 2, 1. Well, gotta say, Anthony Prado will lead us off here in the top of the Wichita second. And so far, we are good to go. That one is high fly and out of play. So the count now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And that one's high fly in the air. And up to right field is a base hit. Well, today we'll give you ball clubs. Northwest Arkansas at Springfield. They will start this evening. Wichita at San Antonio. Frisco at Corpus Christi. Amarillo at Midland. And Arkansas at Tulsa. Right there and inside, taken in for a code strike. It's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike the count to Yoner Severino. The 0-1. That one outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. And right there, boy, he swings and misses. And boy, that wild pitch going like crazy right there. That one's high flying in the air, and that will get out of touch. The count now is 0 and 1 ball, 2 strikes. I was going to say 0-2, but home plate umpire Jeff Andrews says otherwise. That is high fly in the air, up and right center, as the Lopes will try to get her. And Wichita will score in their first run on an RBI double. Well, the right fielder, Matt Wallner, will come in and see if he could get some more going. The pitch. And that one is chopped foul. The count now 0-1. Wallner, .228 average, over a 709. He's had 2 home runs and 10 RBIs of the year for the Wind Surge. And right there, Javier fires. Boy, he got him. Wow. And uh-oh, we got something going on, as that play was pretty much bad. And we got an injury. Oh no. Shortstop Javier has had something go horribly wrong with his foot. He's tried to stand up, but can't put any weight on the foot at all. And this doesn't look good. He needs to be replaced in the game and maybe missed an extended point of time. Man, that right there is bad. Well, Evan Mendoza will play the shortstop position, as they will cover Wander Javier's position. And so far, that was pretty good play right there. Alex Isola coming in, as that will be the top half of the second with a runner in scoring position. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. And that one right there. To Merrill, they get him easily. And they'll put the ball back to the catcher, as that will be for out number 2. Alaric Solari, he's also coming in. Runner at third for Wichita. The pitch. And outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery. The pitch, high fly in the air. In left center. Ropes running after it, as that will be for out number 2. Or out number 3, my apologies. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Wichita. They lead the ball game just a run. It is 1-0 Wind Surge. Well, Juan Fernandez will step up to the plate. And the pitch. And that is going to be fouled and away. The count now 0-1. Boy, got to say to the shortstop, Wander Javier. Boy, he's being escorted to the emergency room right now after the last play in the top half of the second inning. Got to say that was not really good right there. Leaning drive left field. Boy, he dives, makes a beautiful catch as that left fielder covered some pretty good grounds. Top speed 18.90 miles an hour. He covered 100%. My gracious. So pretty good right there as he makes a fastball run and play. And that will be for out number 1. Lucas Dunn coming in. And yes, the ceremony is he wins the Gold Glove of 2023. So he is the Gold Glove winner. And so far he's pretty happy about that. Right there to left field. That'll get through for a base hit. Now the tying run. Now sits at first base. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Grant Little. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And that's going to get down extra bases. And that's going to second to first. Boy, howdy. And that's going to be an RBI double. Boy, that ties the ball game. And today, people getting a coupon of a double meat cheeseburger courtesy of our friends at Whataburger. Boy, and that is pretty good as we all look at it. That'll bring up Jackson Merrill as he takes one down low at the knees for a strike. And the count now 0-1. Well, new score reads Wichita and San Antonio tied even at 1. Here's a pitch. And that one is chopped foul. And the count now 0-2. Now to say there's a lot of churchgoers out here, and so far pretty good. And that one's going to be blistered high in the air, and boy, it's going to clear the fence. It's out of here. Boy, and the San Antonio Mission's Jackson Merrill puts one over the wall. It's a 2-run home run. My gracious. I'm like a little kid in a candy store. Boy, we got to look at that again. Boy, and that's something that Jackson Merrill was waiting for. It was gone, and the kids are chasing it. Yeah, it sure is, Bob. Well, new score reads the San Antonio Mission's up to 2 runs by the Jackson Merrill 2-run shot up there in right field. And that'll bring up the 8-hole cleanup batter, Albert Fabian. Well, Fabian coming in, and here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be chopped foul, and the count now 0-2. So far, so good for the Missions as they hit 3 runs. As they did last night in the bottom half of 2, San Antonio scores in 3 runs on a Saturday evening. The pitch, far and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 delivery. And again, that will get sliced foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. In the bottom of 2, 3-1, San Antonio in front. And that is getting foul. One and 2. Swing and a miss. Boy, he gets them. 2 up, 2 down, and Jordan Brink is credited with the strikeout. And that's going to bring in Michael Cantu. 0 for 1 of the day. It's a pretty afternoon, right, Bob? I gotta say, an afternoon like this is well credited if San Antonio gets a win. That's high flying in the air, up in left field, and that will do it. A Jackson Merrill 2-run home run will give the Missions the tie-breaking 1-1 tie, as it is now a 3-1 ball game as we end 2 here on this Sunday afternoon. Well, Deshaun Kersey Jr. leads it off 1 for 1 as we get set for the top of the 3rd for Wichita, and that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for extra bases. Fabian is running it down. He can't catch up with it. It's going to be a no-out triple. And boy, I got to say, the wind surge, they may get angry that Jackson Merrill in the last inning put a 2-run whooping on that baseball. Well, I gotta say, that is pretty good once you can get up there and you can hit. And that's what gets people the call-ups to AAA or even the majors. You work hard at that. You work hard trying to get in there. So an RBI ground ball puts another run for Wichita. Aaron Sabato 0 for 1 ground out in the first. And a pitch. And right there and inside taken in for Coach Strike. It's 0-1. Well, I gotta say, tonight could be a good night for Northwest Arkansas and Springfield. So far, got everybody from Wichita and San Antonio, Frisco at Corpus Christi, Amarillo, Midland, Arkansas, and Tulsa playing each other here this afternoon. Only 2 ball clubs that do not play is Northwest Arkansas and Springfield. And so far, they will start tonight at 6:35 in the evening. Even for a Sunday night. That's high fly in the air. Mears in pursuit. Boy, he hits the wall. Ouch. Making the 2nd out. Boy, he hits the wall shoulder first for out number 2. Andrew Bechtold struck out in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Here's a pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Boy, chasing that fastball for strike 1. The count now 0-1. In the pitch. Right there down at the knees. Taken in for a Coach Strike. Gets 0-2 by Jeff Andrews. Home plate crew chief for all Texas League umpires. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He gets him. Up goes down, up goes right, left, up, right, and so on. If you know if I'm making sense or not. But anyway, 1 run on a base hit, no errors, and nobody left. It's 3-2 as San Antonio leads this ball game by 3-2. Center fielder Tim Lopes coming in, singled in the first. As we start the bottom half of 3 on a Sunday afternoon. Line drive up the center, and boy, that gets through for a nice, clean base hit. Boy, and so far, base hit after base hit. And San Antonio trying to take a series finale against Wichita. And right there, he swings and misses at the initial offering. And the count now 0-1. That one's high. High fly in the air. Yeah, it hits the wall. And that is going to be for out number 1. Well, a little bit more spin on that fastball. He would have had it right there. I totally agree, Bob. He nearly had that one. Well, I got to say, that was a tough out number 1. Well, Joshua Mears coming. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, chasing too early. And he needs some pretty good plate discipline. Well, if you don't have pretty good plate discipline, you're going to swing and a miss 3 times, you're out. And you really got to put that bat to the ball. High fly in the air, up in right field, and that makes 2 quick outs. As that will be still holding on at first base, the runner. And that's going to bring up Juan Fernandez. The line out in the second is 0 for 1. The pitch. And that's going to be line drive. And that's going to get up to right field for a base hit. We got our first viewer coming in. And we'll see who's coming in this one. That's going to bring up the hot corner Gold Glove winner, Lucas Dunn. Hey, Liam Wolf, thank you for your subscription. Very nice. That's high fly. In the air, up in right field. And that will do. So no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. Top of the 4th coming up. The Missions hold a 1-run lead against Wichita, 3-2. Well, Anthony Prado will step in. It was 1 for 1 single and a run, leading off the top of the Wichita 4th inning. Right there and inside for a cold strike. And it is 0-1. Boy, Sunday afternoon, the sun is beating down 95 degrees as we get into the afternoon. That one high and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Fans watching from Wichita, Frisco, Amarillo, and Arkansas. Also Springfield. West Arkansas Naturals will play tonight. As I said, 6:35 in the evening. Well, Junior Severino is 1 for 1 double and RBI. The pitch to him. And that one down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. And that one's inside, taken in. And that ends up. One and 2 delivery. And that one high fly. In the air, Fabian. Makes the grab. And there is 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
And that'll bring up Matt Wallner. Wallner coming in is 0 for 1 of the afternoon. Swing and a miss. Boy, chasing after that fastball. And that one's for strike 1. Wichita goes to Midland after the series finale against San Antonio. And Amarillo expects the Missions to arrive by tomorrow afternoon there at Water Ridge Field. Missions will be back home as they will take on the Midland Rockhounds beginning on June 20th. We're getting a little something going on, and it's going to be high flying in the air, and it's out of here. And we are tied at 3. Boy, a pretty good hit right there, as that was over the fence. And Matt Wallner gets that one for the bullpen. So let's see where that one was at. And Bob, do the honors of getting that one. Well, that one was pretty much out of here. And so far they didn't display the record velocity of where that one was located. But it was up in the right field, and that will tie our ball game at 3. Alex Isola coming in. And the count now, 0-1. And look out, boy howdy. He goes after him with the fastball. And the count now 1-1. The pitch right there, down and outside. The count 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Alex Isola. And that one's high in the air, up in right field. And Mears will make the play for the final out. Matt Wallner will get a run on 1 hit, no errors. And nobody left on as we go bottom of 4. And it is tied at 3. We're back with more baseball coming up right after our commercial messages, as the designated hitter Grant Little will get ready for the bottom of 4 for San Antonio. We're deadlocked at 3. We're back at 3, 2, 1. Well, the designated hitter Grant Little will step in as we're bottom half of 4 on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here in good South Texas. That one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Today, if San Antonio wins this one, they will be 30. Arkansas will be 23-33 if they lose this one. And that's going to be line drive up to right field, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And that's going to be a stand-up double. And everybody, courtesy of Whataburger, coupons guaranteed for everybody in the ballpark today on a double meat cheeseburger courtesy of our friends there at Whataburger. Now in Jackson Merrill, 2-run home run, 1 for 1. As he blistered a ball out in right field. And gotta say, he's looking forward for more baseball power. The pitch. And that's going to be line drive to right. Now gets through for a base hit. When San Antonio does not go quietly into the afternoon, just relaxing on the benches, they're coming back in full force in this one. That one right there to second for 1. And they relay, and the score breaks the tie. Boy, I gotta say, John, that is a double play that may break the camel's back. I thought it was your mom that broke the camel's back, Bob. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I think it's time that you stop making fun of my ma. Oh? Why? Because she's been dead for 15 years. I'm just kidding, Bob. Goodness gracious. Well, San Antonio's record is 29-25. So they're doing pretty good. Line drive up the right field, and that would get through for a 2-out single.
Now batting, center fielder, Tim Lopes.
Well, that's going to bring up Tim Lopes. That one high fly in the air and right off the dugout. That goes foul. 2 outs, 1 runner at first, 4-3 our score. Yeah, this is Double-A baseball.
0-2.
Wichita Double-A affiliation to the Minnesota Twins. San Antonio affiliated here in Double-A to the San Diego Padres. Well, that will do it. A run comes in across the score as we head for the top of the 5th inning. The Missions have this game just won 4-3.
Leading off for Wichita, the second baseman.
We'll bring up Alaric Solari as we start the top of the 5th inning for Wichita. And that one taken inside for a code strike. It is 0-1. Well, San Antonio's record 29-25. Wichita 23-32. And if Wichita claims this game today, they will be 24-32. Losing today could turn to tied 23-33. 0-2 delivery. And right there, strikeout gets him. Boy, howdy. There's the first out of the inning. Boy, when you say boy, howdy, you sound like a hillbilly from the Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah, and you sound like Jed Clampett. Ha! Jed Clampett, I like that name. Yeah, right there, 1 ball, no strikes to Deshaun Kersey Jr. 2 for 2, triple, single, and a run. Don't call me Junior. Like Indiana Jones. That's a swing and a miss. Man, the count now is 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. And that one's going to be line drive to right field, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Boy, big mistake there, as that's going to be a runner at third. You know, 1-out triple comes into place. In the top half of the 5th inning for the wind surge. Boy, and that guy out there, Joshua Mears, he really was chasing after that ball, and that ball was just outrunning him on the track out there. Well, as you could say, Bob, every base hit, you may not even catch up to a ball. That was pretty much hard hit in the outfield area. High fly in the air, and that will go out of play and foul. So the count now 0-2. Boy, beautiful day as everybody joining us in the ballpark. Strike 3 swinging. And Holland talking to the home plate umpire, Jeff Andrews. Well, he did not like what he just did, but he probably hates himself for going after that fastball and swinging. Well, it's not the prospect's job to count balls and strikes. That's only the home plate umpire's job to do, because he's the crew chief and captain of the entire Texas League. You got a valid point, Bob. He is the boss of everybody. Here's the 0-1. That one high fly in the air. Lopes in pursuit, and he's got it. Boy, and that saves a run stranded at third as Lopes gets that one. And we are now bottom of 5. As that's a 1-2-3 inning, but they leave a runner stranded at third. And still in this ball game, 4-3, our score. Oh, Evan Mendoza is the new shortstop, as he will take the place of our injured teammate. And so far, they will take him off to the hospital to get an x-ray on his foot. That one's high fly in the air. And that's going to get down for extra bases. Going to first, going to second, and he's going to have a stand-up double. We got to say to the previous shortstop, hopefully things will go good. As during the top half of the second inning, he sprung his foot and fell down. And he couldn't even put pressure on it. It hurt so bad. Well, here comes the manager now, as that will be a pitching change for Wichita. And that's going to do for this starter. Well, the wind surge will get Patrick Murphy to come in this ball game in relief, as he is the ERA 6.35, 4-8, .429 on an average of 182. Swing and a miss as Joshua Mears greets Patrick Murphy face to face. And the count now 0-1. That one right there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Go ahead and give y'all some Texas League scores. We're top of 5. Or bottom of 5, I should say. Do apologize. Joshua Mears coming in, and that one is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, and Jeff Andrews called that one a strike. And that's a count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taking on Midland next couple of weeks from now. And here comes the runner. And he will swipe from second to third on a high fly outfield. Caught out ball. Juan Fernandez, he singled in the third. So we have a runner at third and 1 away. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. That one inside for a code strike, gets 1-1. Well, right there, 2 balls and a strike. Well, getting the mound as he stomps on it just a little bit. Count now is 2 balls, 1 strike to Juan Fernandez. Runner at third. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And tagging up, here comes the runner. And they won't get him. Boy, that was close. The run in to score on a dangerous play. And that guy is crazy as a road lizard. Well, if you could say that he's crazier than a road lizard, then you got to be mistaken, son. Really? You call me your son now? Oh, you look like a son to me, I will say. I'll take that as a compliment, Bob. Thank you. 1 ball, no strikes to Lucas Dunn, and that's going to be hard hit. And also a rough out number 3. A run in to score as they get the runner on 3 base hits, no errors. And as we go to the top of the 6th, San Antonio up by 2 runs.
Leading off for Wichita, the third baseman, Andrew Bechtold.
Well, Andrew Bechtold is coming in as we get set for the top of the 6th inning for the wind surge. That one taken well and inside for a code strike. Gets 0-1. Nothing in 1. The pitch here. And that one hit to Fernandez. He will say here to the catcher. Covering for the out. What a beautiful play. Bacher covers that one really well as he gets in there and he takes that one for the first down. Anthony Prado coming in and the pitch to him. And now it's going to be line drive, and that'll get up the left center for a base hit. So a 1-out single continues this half inning. And continuing onward. Junior Severino coming in. And here's the pitch. And here they go. They won't get him as he swipes and steals second. So that will be a pass ball on that one. Then the pitch. That's high fly in the air. Hot corner third baseman Dunn camps under it. And he's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Matt Wallner.
So Matt Wallner, he soloed home run up in the right field area. It's 1 for 2 of this afternoon. In the pitch. Right there outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. And right there to Jackson Merrill. He'll zip line it to Juan Fernandez, and that will do for this half inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, a man left as we head for the bottom half of the 6th inning. It is 5-3 San Antonio.
Leading up.
Well, the designated hitter, Grant Little, is 2 for 2, 2 doubles, RBI, 2 runs. Well, I gotta say, it is pretty good to be a 2 for 2 out of everything. That one taken outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. And right there and inside. Taken in for a strike. And that's going to be line drive up to left center. That gets through for a hit. Boy, 1 hit after another. It gets pretty interesting. The runner at first, nobody out. As the DH is at first. Jackson Merrill, the 2nd inning, the 2-run shot. Whacked it over the fence, and boy, the fans went nuts. And pretty good one right there as San Antonio puts 2 on that 2-run shot. And that's going to get down for a base hit. 1st and 2nd now. Still nobody out. That's a good sign, right, Bob? I gotta say, it's always a good sign to not make not 1 single out. You're putting runners on bases. That's the plan of this game. And that's gonna be right there. They will get him out. Easy play at first. As now that'll be 2nd and 3rd. So that'll put runners in scoring positions there at the 2 bases, and that'll bring up Michael Cantu. Cantu coming in. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And here comes a runner from third. And they don't get him, and here's a run in to score. So San Antonio will lead 6-3 in the bottom of 6. Center fielder Tim Lopes. 2 for 3, 2 singles. Another runner out there at third base looking in for a run in to score opportunity. And that's going to be well hit. Zip lines right to first, and that's complete of 6 innings. A run in to score on a sacrifice as we go to the top of the 7th. It is a 3-run ball game as San Antonio leads it by 3.
Leading off for Wichita, the catcher.
The catcher is Alex Isola. Fly out, ground out 0 for 2 as we begin the top of the 7th for Wichita. That one down and in, 1 ball, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Well, the next homestand, we take on the Midland Rockhounds, AA affiliation of the Oakland A's. So far, pretty good on that one, as we'll be back on our next Taco Tuesday, beginning June 20th. Taking on Midland. And right there inside taken, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. And right there, strike 3. Bacher gets another one on command of his reservoir. And that's going to bring up Alaric Solari. The pitch. High fly in the air, up in right center. Lopes makes the play. And there's 2 quick outs to start the top of the 7th.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Center fielder is, we go back to the top of the lineup. Deshaun Kersey Jr. is 3 for 3 as he tries to make it a 4 for 4. High fly in the air. Mears in right makes the play. And now take us to the 7th inning stretch as it is take me out to the ball game. The San Antonio Missions lead by 6-3 over Wichita.
Leading off for the Missions,
Evan Mendoza is 1 for 2, a double, as he is the shortstop covering for the injured teammate. And so far, we pray and hope that the guy that got injured out there is shortstop. You know, getting a scan on his foot. And we got to keep him in our prayers, because that is the main thing that we do for our guys. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he gets the strikeout. Catcher throws to first. They complete the out, and that is 1 away. Well, Joshua Mears coming in as he's 0 for 3. Gotta say, Bob, this has been a long week as Wichita and San Antonio battled a good one here this week. Yeah, so far, Missions and Amarillo Sod Poodles, this is a 6-game pivotal moment for both the ball clubs. You know, and I gotta say, San Antonio needs to put this 6 games as being serious. Well, it is serious, because it is a battle to the first place position. Yeah, and you're not kidding there, Bob. Well, Joshua Mears goes down as out number 2. And that'll bring up Juan Fernandez. Fernandez coming in, and that's going to be line drive. And that's going to get through for extra bases. And boy, howdy, he's going to be in a rundown. And they'll get him easily. Boy, big mistake there by the first baseman, Fernandez. And gotta say, that will end the inning. So no runs on a hit, no errors, a man left. As we go top of 8. San Antonio up 6-3. Will Holland coming in as he will hit one and foul one off, and the count now 0-1. As we are underway in the top half of the 8th inning for the Wichita wind surge. Gotta say, it was a great week to be here at home, and so far cannot wait for our next meetup. We are meeting the Midland Rockhounds after we get home from Amarillo. So pretty good as we get set for that 6-game set. And foul ball right there, and the count now 0-1. Here's the 0-2. Right there to Fernandez, and he's got it. Well, beautiful play, as that will be for the first out of the inning. Aaron Sabato coming in. He flied out in the 5th inning and is 0 for 3 of the afternoon. Well, so far we're going to look up our schedule, and here we are, month of June. Well, we got Midland and Frisco coming in. So pretty good for a 12-game homestand all the way to July 4th as we head on the road to Corpus Christi. Gonna be a lot of fireworks on that night, so July 3rd we'll have fireworks as we take on the Frisco Rough Riders in the final game of that 6-game series. So pretty good right there as we get set for that one. Now that 6 games at Corpus Christi is a pivotal, important 6-game set as San Antonio needs to get up there and try to get things going. The next 4 days after the first half is done, we'll have Monday, July 10th through the 13th being off. 3 games against Northwest Arkansas will commence to start the second half. Well, that one's going to get line foul, and the count now 0-1. After the 3 games, the Missions will head on the road to Frisco. They'll start a 6-game set, beginning 18th through the 23rd of July. Now, Corpus Christi will be here in town on July 25th through the 30th. As we take on the Hooks to wrap up the month of July. High fly right there, and that will get down for a base hit. And now the tying run is coming in, and that will bring up Anthony Prato. Going to take a mound visit, and so far Moises Lugo will be warming up. And Drew Carlton will be put in this game in this one. Well, as we get ready for a new reliever to come out. And Carlton is called upon to pitch. 8.2, 2.08 ERA. A 118 over a 143 average. So pretty good on that one. Well, to start up the month of August, San Antonio on the road for 12 games. First stop at 6 against the Arkansas Travelers there at All-American in Blue River Stadium, Springfield. So pretty good on that one. That one's line drive. They'll get one. And that will be second and third now. Oh, something went wrong, as that could have been a double play. But that is just a failed look on his face when you see one of those. Yeah, gotta say, Bob, you're not lying about that. Well, beginning on August 15th through the 20th, we have Midland being here for 6 and Amarillo being here for the next 6, beginning on Tuesday night, August 22nd through the 27th. I gotta say, Wichita and San Antonio will meet face to face for the last 6 times of the year. There on the porch is the 0-2. That's high fly, and that will go out of play and foul. Gotta say, we've enjoyed having Wichita being here, and so far they're pretty good here in the Texas League. The 0-2. And right there, the peel down to third, no swing. It's ball 1. 10,350 is our average on a Sunday afternoon, so pretty good. As we have Bark in the park. And it's pretty good right there. Carlton will get under, and he'll make the play, and that will do. No runs on 2 hits to left, and no errors in this one. 6-3, we go bottom of the 8th on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And the Missions continue their lead 6-3 over Wichita. Osiris German, 6'1", 170 pounds, and age 24, will get the call on the heel for Wichita.
Leading up for San Antonio, the third baseman.
And the third baseman, Lucas Dunn, will be the next man up. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be line drive up to right center. A clean base hit. So far, so good in that one.
The designated hitter, Grant Little.
And that's going to bring up Grant Little. Ready to go. The pitch. And that's going to get fouled and away in the count now, 0-1. 3 for 3, 2 doubles, a single, an RBI by the designated hitter. Today he's looking for a 4 for 4. And hopefully he'll get one of those today. Swing and a miss in the count now, 0-2. Francis Peguero and John Olson, 2 righties warming up. Late as expected in the wind surge bullpen. That one high over his head. There's 1, and there's 2. A double play.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jackson.
And that'll bring up Jackson Merrill. Second inning, he had 2-run home run. And that will credit him the 2 RBIs that will be added onto his list. That one's high. In the air. Shortstop has it as he gets into left field to make the play. And that ends the inning. Well, this will be the last of the top of the 9th inning coming up. Wichita down to their final batters. The 7, 8, 9 due up for this half inning. Well, Matt Wallner will lead it off. Solo home run in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 3. And so far, this will be our last meetup here in San Antonio of the year for the two ball clubs. You know, it's been a pretty good honor, and so far this was our second year of playing the Wind Surge here at San Antonio, Texas. So we've had about 36 games with the AA Minnesota Twins affiliation. This would be 37 of those games. Alex Sasola coming in as he hits one right there, and that's two quick outs. And San Antonio about ready to get things going. Alaric Solari, the last man up in the top of the Wichita ninth. I want to thank our proud sponsors for coming into this ball game. And for all the fans that came out, they're getting coupons for the doubles, the triples, everything within today. The pitch. And that one hit to Jackson Merrill. Throws the first, and that's the ball game. And that is a 6-3 win on a Sunday afternoon. And the Missions win their 30th. And they take it against Wichita 23-33 for the Wind Surge. Lake Fokker gets the win. Jordan Brink will get the loss. And the save will go to Drew Carlton. Pretty good today, as that will be two back-to-back wins. A Saturday night victory and a Sunday afternoon as well. So far, so good on that one. So, pretty good as we close this game out. And our last ever against Wichita for the year. But we will meet again for 6 more on the porch at Wichita, Kansas.
Our final line score. First for the victorious mission. 6 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Wind Surge, 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, I gotta say, Springfield will get the 5-2 victory. Sorry, they're not playing. Boy, you're really just spoiling it for people. I'm kidding, folks. They have not played just yet, but this evening they will. Give me just a second. Well, gotta say, pretty good right there as San Antonio wins 2 games. And so far they are about ready to take on the Amarillo Sod Poodles on Tuesday. Wichita goes to Midland. So pretty nice right there. They leave on the bus. Both buses leave. So San Antonio's players will head to Amarillo. Wichita heads to Midland. So pretty good right there. Frisco leaves Corpus Christi to head to Northwest Arkansas. So pretty good right there. Well, for all of us, we had a great week here at home. And so far, we'll see y'all on 2 weeks from now as we take on the Midland Rockhounds. For all of us, have a good afternoon, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.